Do you guys ever just start walking into your village that's in a super flat world, and and then you realize that these pathways aren't really that cool, and that they're a little weird? What are you looking at? What are you looking at, man? Anyway, do you ever just walk into your Minecraft village that you totally built all by yourself and totally wasn't a random structure made in a super flat world? Well, and you also want to improve it? Well, I decided that I want to actually help you guys a little bit. Look at those weirdos behind me. I want to teach you guys how to actually make some pathways, because your villages and your Minecraft worlds could actually be improved an insane amount just by just a little bit of work, just a little bit extra work, a little bit more detail, and honestly, it helps a lot when you are making a village such as this one, or if you just want to build or live in this village and you just want to add some things like, I don't know, maybe improve these or improve pathways, and I don't know, the big man, oh, sheep, the sheepy. Huh? Oh, he's right there, right as the iron golem. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. So first, you wanna, let's start off with this certain pathway. You got your just plain old, good old coarse dirt, right? Perfectly fine, perfectly cool. It's 100% okay to do this, but if you want to make it look a little bit nicer, you go to this, right? You gotta add in some more blocks for some extra color, some detail. And you don't want to keep it like this. You want to make it like just puff out. It's natural. It doesn't need to be symmetrical on every side. It doesn't need to be any certain amount. It doesn't need to be specific. Just do it. It just like you got one there, and then you got two, and then you got two, and then you got four. Like, it doesn't matter. It's natural. And then you add in some basalt, maybe some tuff, maybe some rooted dirt. Those are the main three that I use for this, and then including just the normal rooted dirt. But you also want to puff it out so that it looks more blended in with the world around you, instead of all weird and stinky like this. The way you can also improve it is just some lighting, including some lichen, a little subtle light, just barely little, just a little bit of light, just a little bit of light is great. It doesn't matter where you put it, just don't cover every single block with lichen. I just say every now and then, like, I don't know, maybe every other few blocks. It doesn't need to be exactly in a row, but these lampposts are honestly probably one of my favorites because of how nice that they actually do look. Uh, that'll probably be for a future video. I can probably tell you guys, or show you guys, or share with you how I make some lampposts. But these are definitely quite necessary if you want to keep your pathways safe inside your Minecraft world. Next is just some custom trees. Custom trees honestly are not difficult to make at all, which will this will all be in the next video. It really isn't that hard. Basically, you just kind of I took some dark oak fences, and these are the smaller, more simple trees, and you just go up. It doesn't. These are the limbs. They can either be long or short. Just don't go too long. And when you're placing in the leaves, they do not. It's just natural. You still need to be able to show off just a little bit of the limbs, but still you want to make it a little bit more open because it's a tree. You can put as many as you want in the pathway. Just probably wouldn't go too overboard. This is what I would do. And you just, keeping this the same as far as you want to go. It can curve. Make sure it curves like going like this, and not like that. This is just weird, and it doesn't look natural. It doesn't give off a nice, too good of a vibe when you're, walking down a pathway. Curves are much nicer. Always go more with the curve if you're changing directions. It's so much easier when you're building. And for wooden pathways, as we have here, you got your nice, simple spruce, oaks, acacia, whatever pathway. These are more so used, or I would use these more when it comes to a harbor, a port, a dock, like a fishing pier or whatever. Um, and best way that you can also improve this is adding in stairs and slabs to actually give it some depth, which also helps a lot by also adding in some pressure plates and spruce buttons, which are amazing as well. And of course, adding in the lighting as you should do, because it always increases the, it always just makes everything look so much nicer. I do like these. They're incredibly simple, not hard to make at all. Just need some spruce and a little bit of iron and some stone and whatnot. And honestly, probably one of my favorites. If it is not in a pier, port, whatever, you can also add in some trees. I put a little oak tree and I put some azaleas, because honestly, probably one just like, oh, look at these. Look at these. One of my favorite flowers, leaves ever in the game, ever introduced. They're beautiful. They're honestly amazing. Next up, you have the Cobblestone Pathways. Honestly, these are pretty much, honestly, they're good. You can still add depth by doing like something similar with this, but with like cobblestone or something else, which also helps with these a lot, makes them look a lot better. And then basically doing the same thing as you would with any of the other ones, adding in some lampposts, adding in either bushes or trees. Either one is perfectly fine. Do either one. And with this one, what I decided to do was I made it it's still like that three, the main center three, but then I've added in some mossy cobblestone, stone bricks, stone, andesite, coarse dirt, added in lichen, added in some moss, um, moss carpets, flowers. You're basically just making it blend in. Some of the grass, the moss, and then you got some mossy cobblestone. It honestly, it makes your pathways look so much nicer. It helps so much when you are building any kind of town or anything. Still, make sure you curve these if you're starting to change directions instead of like a straight, like 90-degree angle. And at nighttime, honestly, I feel like this is probably the best at nighttime. Honestly, any of these look incredible. But try and go for something a little bit more detailed, a little bit more complex. It just brings so much depth, story, vibrance, color to your world. It makes things look so much nicer instead of it just being just a basic plain pathway. It gives you something to. It's like you put in more work and you feel more accomplished, and it's so nice. But always just go a little bit extra mile and put in just a little bit more work. Anyway, it's in the middle of the night time in the game and at night, and I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you actually found this a little bit useful. This goes for any kind of pathway. Just find some blocks that will match the block that you're using for your pathway and try and blend it in with the world around you. And you can there's so many blocks at your disposal. Like, you just went from this and then you added in more with just like 2 or 3 things, like just for the pathway. Like, it helps so much. Anyway, I do hope you actually enjoyed this so much, and my name's been Lunar. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everyone.